Hey Hannah, did you get my little gift?
I'm not sure you're even supposed to be talking to me.
You're so superstitious. I'm sure that a little texting doesn't mean that we'll have bad luck at our wedding. So, did you get my gift?
Thank you for always knowing what calms me down. I was really craving my favorite yogurt. How did you know to get it before we left town?
Well, my dear, I've known you since we were, how old? 7? I know everything there is to know about you.
You know, my friend was telling me that she wanted to interview us for her relationship column. About how we met when we were kids, lost contact, and then easily reconnected.
Really? That would be nice. Our love story really is unique. I swear I'm feeling emotional right now.
Yes, I've been thinking of our story all week and how funny life turns out.
We were both orphans and grew up in that hell of an orphanage. Who would have thought we could have formed such a strong friendship?
But then we lost contact for years. I always thought about you, but I didn't think that I'd find you. You know, with the recent disasters over the years, I remember of looking for you, but then we were so young back then that I didn't think you'd remember.
Then you ended up being my blind date 5 years ago. I couldn't believe it. You looked even more beautiful somehow.
You know, I think that you're in the wrong field. Being a co-owner of a company isn't your calling. You should be a musician or a poet.
You already have enough artistic talent for the two of us. What I can't wait for is tomorrow.
If we sleep now, tomorrow's gonna be closer.
That is actually pretty logical. Why didn't I think of it?
I'm just glad we didn't choose to do my bachelorette and your bachelor party on the day before the wedding. Otherwise, I doubt we'd even be standing tomorrow.
Trust me, Marcel was highly disappointed when he found out we would be having it a week prior, but last weekend we had a lot of fun. I'll never forget what happened at his aunt's wedding. We went out with his uncle the night before, then ended up on the other side of town, sleeping on a beach.
What? You did not tell me that's what happened that day. You just said that you didn't want to talk about it. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Now I guess you'll never let this go, ever.
Never. Or you could buy me flowers every day to bribe me.
Or I can plant a garden for you, then you can look at flowers all day.
You're too much. Well, I have to sleep now if I have bags under my eyes tomorrow. My makeup artist will never forgive me. She'll turn me to dust.
Well, I have it on good record that your makeup artist is your groom's older sister. I'm sure your groom can explain.
You charmer.
You know, it's already tomorrow. Why don't you come and see me?
Nope.
Superstitious coward.
You're ridiculous.
Marcel went out. I think he's already gotten a new girl. No one would ever know.
As tempting as that is, I'll have to say goodnight.
Good night, my love.
Hey, where are you?
Leave me alone.
You can't just disappear. You don't know this area well, and you could get robbed.
Well, I think I'd be very glad if they mugged me. It's better than being stabbed in the back.
I'm so sorry, brother. I really am. I don't know how I could have missed this. I'm so diligent.
Maybe I'm cursed to always be alone and lose all that I call my family.
You are not. I'm here.
But sis, we didn't see each other for decades after our parents passed away. We've only been reconnected for 2 years.
I'm still here. Since you're still getting to know me, I guess you need to know that I take it very seriously when anyone disrespects my family. Oh, and I used to be an MMA champion.
What do you even mean by that?
Oh, just that I made sure that skank walked out with sore shins.
You beat her?
Well, I couldn't just let her get away with what she did. I'm still struggling to wrap my head around it. Why would she choose to just turn and kiss your best man at your wedding? And then say that she wants to marry him? How can she embarrass you like that when she knows what you've gone through in the past? You two share a past, how could she?
I have no idea at all. She has the answers and he probably does as well. I wonder how long she's been dating Marcel behind my back.
Tell me where you are so I can come and fetch you.
Sis, I know that you care, but right now I need to be alone. There's just too much on my mind right now.
Please take care of yourself.
I will. Here I was, thinking you were my brother. But you're just a backstabber. Does it not mean anything that we've been friends for over 10 years and we own a company together? I mean, you do know that you still have to work with me, right? How could you look me in the eyes and steal my bride like that? She had a choice on whether to marry you or not. She chose me. Are you even sorry for what you did? Why do you think I should be sorry, though? She loves me. If she doesn't love you, if you had paid attention, you should have let her go a long time ago. The truth is that you suffocate her. You smother her with your love like you do with everything else, because you never received the love of your parents. You're taking it too far, Marcel. Why did you do that? She's not just one of your girls that you have a fling with, then you dump. You're not capable of loving her the way that she deserves. Loving her the way she deserves? I've been doing so for 3 years, right in front of you, and you didn't see it. She was with you because she pitied you. No, She would never do that to me. But you could just not let her leave. You were always having some problems, in rehab due to an overdose, self-harming. It's like you've never gotten past the stage of teenagehood. How can you use my past against me? You will lose her, Marcel. Do you think that hurting me has no consequences? I can't wait to see how you try. Or better yet, why don't you just end it? I bet you wish you had succeeded 6 years ago, don't you? Then you wouldn't have to watch your best man marry your beloved childhood love. You do not mean that. Face it, you're pathetic. You can never make her happy. She's much more attracted to me. Did you ever think a 10 like her could really love you? She agreed to marry you out of pity, but she never loved you. Stop it. Or what? I hope that you and Hannah rot. Hey, check the image I just sent you in your emails. Does it have to do with work? I'm on leave right now. I'm not working. Oh, I heard you had to take a leave of absence because of your health. Do yourself a favor and get a good therapist this time. I just don't have time for this. Just check your email. What the hell is that? Was that necessary? You won and now you want to gloat? Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm just having a good time with my wife. You are sick. Hi, Jean. Remember the time that you said you'd do anything for me in exchange for the time I helped you? Mr. Stalin, sir. How are you? I'm sorry about what happened. I heard. It's okay. It's not your fault. I never thought that he would do that to you. If you need me to resign as his assistant, I can do it immediately. No, you need the job. I just need you to do something for me. What is it? You have access to all of his social media accounts, right? Yes. I need you to log in and post a picture along with a caption. What sort of picture, sir? I've already forwarded it to your email. Are you still there? Will this not affect the share price of the company? I don't care. He needs to feel public embarrassment and be knocked down a peg, or two. I agree, sir. To be honest, I'm glad that you've realized what a snake he is. He's purely rotten. I'll do this for you. I can post any caption. Also, he asked me to post him a care package of his protein shakes. I could add some milk to them. You know, how he can't handle milk. You're simply brilliant, Jean. You're up for a raise. It's the least I can do, sir. You really helped me when my house burned down and I was left with nothing. Your partner, on the other hand, has always been above us all. Yeah, well, now we knock him down a peg or two. It's the least I can do. Well then, how does it feel to be the wife of a celebrity?
It's not funny. Once we prove that you're the one who posted that picture of us naked, you'll be going down.
I highly doubt so. I'm already at rock bottom, baby. There's nowhere else for me to fall.
You know what? You're so disgusting. How could you post that picture? Now people are making fun of Marcel.
It's not my fault that he has such a big head, that he decided to send me a picture of you two enjoying yourselves. But then he exposed his deformity.
He's been unable to leave the house or answer his messages for the past few days. There are newspaper articles mocking him, and they're making memes about him. It's all your fault.
Don't blame me for something that he did himself. If he can't handle the heat, then he can get out of the kitchen. By the way, our PR specialist has suggested that he shouldn't come to the office for a while. We can't afford to have him associated with us.
Is your plummeting share price worth this? I wonder what your investors will say about this when they find out that you sabotaged the company.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You will rue the day. We're gonna sue you for defamation of character.
Why?
You've been speaking badly about Marcel in the press. Poor Marcel, who's been so sick since you made the entire internet bully him.
Am I supposed to care? Do what you have to do. I'm not getting involved in your relationship. I'm busy running a company. Also, tell Marcel that I want to buy him out.
How did you become so cold, Adrian? You never used to be like this.
Well, how about the fact that you married him instead of me? Or that you were having an affair with him while pretending to love me?
You know, you don't have to let this overwhelm you. I know your history.
You know nothing about myself and my mental health. Oh wait, let me take that back, because your darling husband knew everything and probably told you. Wow, smart move. By the end of the year, I don't think there'll be much of a company left. Whose fault is that, Adrian? So, you decided to leak my medical reports about my last relapse? Since you're in the job of emasculating others, I thought you deserved a bit of taste of your own medicine. It's only fair that the public also knows that they have an unstable suicidal person leading the company. Well, better luck next time. Do you want me to come and help you pack, even if you kicked me out of the company? I'm still a co-owner, and I'm gonna vote to have you removed from being chairman. Have you not seen the press release yet, then? What? I'll save you the reading time. I've heard that you've been terribly sick, and I wouldn't want to worry a sick person. Basically, I admitted to having my issue, and I also revealed how I've been donating to charities for mental health and suicide prevention. I also talked about my difficult childhood, being an orphan, and finding my sister 2 years ago. It was so good that I have a potential deal for a memoir. You're seriously crazy if you think that anyone would believe it. Check the headlines tomorrow. You won this round, but I will not let you win. What is it that you really want? I can buy you out of the company. You got nothing and no one in this city. Your sister is always out of town for work. Your ex-fiancé is now mine, and people is secretly laughing at you everywhere. I'm not going anywhere. My blood, sweat, and tears went into that company, and I'd be damned if I let you have any part of it. If you want to have a company on your own, then I would suggest you sell to me and move away. It's my family legacy. You forget that the building the company's in belonged to my great-grandfather, which we bought together. I don't care about your legacy or making you happy. Expect to walk away without that company. We'll see. By the way, we're trying for a little one. Now that is not possible. Why? She can't carry it to term. More lies she told you. She didn't carry your baby to term because she didn't want to be tied to you. What? She aborted our child? I could have been a father.
What?
That time when she had a miscarriage? It never was one. She killed my baby without letting me know.
I don't get why she even kept up the facade with you when she could have dated him.
She used me to get to him. He's always liked trying to get what he couldn't have. Even over the years, he's relentless when he can't get what he wants. I hate that I was always too scared to write him. You know how sometimes the good can outweigh the bad, but it appears as if I was wrong.
Wow, that's a sick and twisted game. There's more to this, and I will find out. No one messes with my little brother. I wanted to say something about him when I first met him, but you admired him so much.
I know, but right now I just need to be alone, so I can think.
Wait, I've just had an epiphany.
What?
They must want your company.
I mean, I did think about it, but why go through so much?
Trust me, your spent in beauty means that I'm always hearing stories and gossip from clients. I've begun to recognize patterns in people. No one does something with no motivation. How about the fact that she waited until you were getting married to expose herself? Could it not have been that they were sure finding out would emotionally break you and that it would make it much easier to kick you out of the company or take over from you?
You're right. They kept on talking about how emotionally stable I can be. They planned to use my emotions against me. Well, now that I've figured out their game plan, they will pay. I'm beyond vengeful. I want them to be left with nothing but ash and dust, especially her.
How?
I'll find a way to get them split up. That way, she'll not have her claws in the company, and in a way that will break him and make him so embarrassed he'll have to leave town.
But be careful. I'm surprised that your company is still standing. It's been the talk of the town due to the never-ending scandals. Please make sure that there's something left at least. My friend always used to say that when elephants fight, it's the ground that suffers.
You're right.
I know I can't get you to stop, or wait for karma to sort them out, so please be careful. Don't do something that'll hurt you.
Yes, sis. Actually, can I call you? I need your help with something.
Of course.
Are they at the bar?
Yes, they are, and you're 100% sure that nothing will happen between you two.
I would never touch her with a stick. Hell no. It'll all just be an act. She's not the only one who can act. Thank you for finding out where she'd be spending her night with her friends. Make sure you take a lot of pictures and make it look good.
He'll be crushed when he finds out that she's not innocent. Hi, just want to let you know that I got home safe.
That's good.
Thank you for last night. I really needed someone. You didn't have to, not after all I've done to you.
All of that doesn't matter. When you're not doing well, you do know that we've been friends since childhood. We have a connection that can't be broken.
Thank you for giving me a second chance. I really needed some sort of human touch. I hope that he doesn't find out.
You do know that you can get him to stop this. You can get him to quit the partnership.
But I can't.
It was a suggestion. You don't owe me anything. Know that I'll be here for you. It doesn't need to be complicated. I know you hate complicated. No one will ever find out what happened last night.
It was a mistake. I'm really sorry if you thought something else.
No, don't worry about it. I'm just your friend, and if you need anything, I'm here.
Hi, I'm so sorry to bother you. My assistant's grandmother just hurt her hip. Can you put me in contact with your surgeon? I know he moved offices, and he's very good at his job. I need to make sure that she's in good hands.
Yes, of course, I'll do exactly that. I'll send you his number. I hope that she'll get well soon.
This is the last thing I wanted. Work is already getting on my nerves, and now there's this.
Oh no, what's happening?
Just a huge crisis that could have been prevented if people had listened to me. But they chose not to, and we have to clean up the mess. I'm literally the mom of the workplace. I take care of everyone, except for myself. Is this what happens when you don't have a family? So you make everyone you interact with your family?
I understand deeply what you're going through. You're an empath. You care about others. I think I also get why you couldn't tell me the truth earlier.
Now that I think of it, what I did was uncalled for. I wish I had done things better.
You can come and see me if you want to talk.
But
What's going on between us? We're just giving each other emotional support. After talking to you that night all night, I felt a bit better about the baby that we lost.
I know. Thank you for talking to me all night, even though you have a life and a company to run.
So, are you coming?
Well, he isn't home. He's at his father's house, so I think so, yes. But I can only stay for an hour. Thank you for being such a good friend.
Always. She just snuck out of her house to see me.
Oh my god, you're taking it too far now. You're not a cheater.
I never did anything with her. That night, I approached her when she was very drunk. I brought up the baby, not that I know what she did to them, and we emotionally bonded. Then for the past week, I've been acting like her friend. She's always loved using me for support when no one else could help.
So tonight?
She was feeling overwhelmed, so I was her shoulder to cry on. It's a shame she conveniently left her sweater here.
And are you gonna give it back?
Her husband's coming back to the office tomorrow. I'm sure I can pass it on.
Wow, you really pulled this off without getting your hands dirty.
I told you, I wouldn't touch her with a stick.
Well, I shall see you tomorrow, dear brother. I might pop in for an early lunch.
Come at 11 for a seat to the drama. Why'd you leave the office so quickly, huh? Why'd you do that? What are you talking about? I know what I did to you was shitty, but I love her. Did you stop to think for once that I really love her? Despite the circumstances of our marriage, I really do love her. Is this how it feels? Yes, this is exactly how I felt. She was only after your money. She's also on some sort of power trip where she thinks that she can get away with anything. You can't make a wife out of a woman like her. But she loved me. She didn't even think about you. How long? Several weeks. You haven't been paying attention to her. Do you blame her for doing what she did? So what now? Are you gonna get back together with her? You should probably divorce her. Maybe. Yes. I'm sorry for the pain I caused you. Now I know how it feels, and I don't know how you're even still standing today. It feels like there's no air in this world. Why am I even talking to you about this when you're the one who slept with her? She's made her choice. Don't act surprised that she's really just a loose woman with no morals. Hey, what happened between you and Marcel yesterday? You'll soon hear the news that he's divorcing his wife. I know it's not as good as removing him from being a partner, but at least she'll get nothing. I know he'll not let her have anything. It'll be interesting to watch them tear each other apart. Wow, boss, you're brilliant. Thanks to you for helping me when everyone was either laughing at me or pitying me. How'd you like to discuss a promotion within the coming week? Wow, really? That would be great. Sir, something has just happened. What happened? Your business partner is no more. He took his own life today. What? I went to his house to drop off some files for his new assistant. When I got there were emergency services everywhere. How did he do it? Jumped off the second story of his house. Wow, this is crazy. It doesn't even feel real to be thinking about it. You're completely right. I'll be there. Hey, how are you holding up?
How dare you act like you care when you never cared?
I'm sorry for your loss.
You're the reason.
Not according to his note, which is all over the media.
I'm getting hate mail. They're calling me the Black Widow. I haven't done all that they say.
He confessed all your plans to try and get me to commit suicide by first marrying him in front of me, and then when that failed, sending that pic. Oh, and he also told me about what really happened with that miscarriage. The great part is that everyone gets to know about it, and they have me to fill them in.
You haven't released your statement yet. You can't confirm what he said. Otherwise, I won't survive this. The internet is brutal. I can't leave my house. Everyone hates me.
What do you think you deserve? Pity? You're the reason we're all gathered here today. You and your lies.
I'm also your new business partner, so you better watch how you speak to me.
Say that again? You?
Yes, I'm his wife and he's no longer alive.
How I pity you. Simple girl. The company is now 100% mine. It's only a matter of time before the will reading, but you'll find out that the agreement was that if one of us were to pass away, the other would automatically inherit the company. We made that clause before my sister came into my life because I had no next of kin.
You're lying. I'll get that will read ASAP and prove you wrong.
Focus on your biggest problem, which is how you're gonna recover your tarnished reputation.
I don't have to recover anything. Who'll believe a person who's no longer alive over me?
You're so delusional, it's not even funny.
So, I have nothing?
I told you.
It's not just the company. I got kicked out of the house by his family. They believe his leaked suicide note, and they want me out. I have nowhere to go. At work, they suspended me because of the bad publicity.
So, you're left with nothing. You're just a nobody.
You can't say that. You know how I feel about being called a nobody.
I stopped caring about how you felt a long time ago.
Please help me. They're bashing me online.
No, I have a whole company to run. Do you understand how much of a mess it is? You got yourself into this mess. I'm sure you can find your way out. Hi, so the company is all mine now.
How are you feeling?
Glad that Hannah is not my business partner.
You know that I don't mean that. You lost your best friend.
Like, nothing makes sense in this world. I'm angry that he took that way out instead of facing it. That he doesn't have to worry about anything. That he left me with these memories that haunt me every night.
I'm sorry, bro. Come and stay with me for a while. You can't be alone at such a time.
Thank you, sis. Hannah's reputation was shattered. She was hated and even began to receive threats on her life. She fought with his family for his assets for months, but ultimately, she lost. She's since moved away, and I'd be happy never to have to set my eyes on her ever again. I live with my sister now, and I run my company. I'm not yet ready to date, but I'm trying therapy.